Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. My name is Ginger Pierce, and I'm one of the travel agents with Marvelous Mouse Travels. We are the agency that runs this Facebook group, along with several others that are focused on different destinations. We are also an earmarked platinum authorized Disney vacation planner. And what that means is that we are trained by Disney to be experts in their vacation products, and we are also recognized by them as providing exceptional customer service. Welcome to Sundays with MMT. This is a weekly live agent panel video series that we do in one of our groups every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. And we're really excited to be in this group tonight because we are going to talk to you about Disney's Aulani Resort and Spa in beautiful Hawaii. So we have a lot of information that we are going to share with you. But if you have any questions, we would love to save some time at the end of our time together tonight to take those questions and to interact with you. So feel free at any point in the video to go ahead and pop those questions into the comments, and we'll be happy to come back to those. We are using a platform called StreamYard to go live this evening, and so it might ask you to approve it to display your username and profile picture to post a comment. Just know that you don't have to do that. You can decline that permission and still post anonymously, and we'll be able to interact with you. But I'm joined by two of our marvelous agents. Ladies, thank you so much for being here with us tonight. And if you would take just a second to tell everybody your name, how long you've been with the agency, and the best way for them to reach out to you if they're interested in planning a trip.
Hi, I'm Kristen Gruber, and I've been with the agency for 6 years. And the best contact information is below at Kristen@marvelousmousetravels.com.
Hi, I'm Nicole Scott. I've also been with the agency for 6 years, and the best way to reach me is Nicole@marvelousmousetravels.com.
And again, my name is Ginger. I have been with the agency almost 4 years. And the best way to get in touch with me is to visit my blog, which you can find at gingermmt.com. So, we are talking about a destination tonight that I think so many people have on their bucket list, and that is Hawaii. You know, Hawaii is kind of one of those iconic, beautiful destinations that people, think about and save and plan for years to be able to experience Hawaii. And what a lot of people don't realize is that there actually is a Disney resort, now not a theme park, but a Disney resort in Hawaii. And so that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. And so, ladies, for people who maybe have never heard of Aulani or don't know anything about Aulani, let's start with telling everybody where it's located in Hawaii.
It's located on the island of Oahu. It's about 30 minutes from Honolulu, and it's on kind of the southwest corner. And it's a little town called Kapolei, and it's in an area called Ko'olina, which has a lot of shops and restaurants, and it's on a golf course, and it's situated between a Marriott and a Four Seasons, so it has nice neighbors with good restaurants, and it's just one of the most beautiful areas on the island.
Awesome.
It also has across the street a lot of great shops and restaurants as well. A lot of people kind of head over there and check those out too.
Yeah. So it sounds like it's in a great central location with lots of stuff to do. You know, you're not just kind of at the resort away from everything. You have other things off resort that you can kind of explore as well. And I think that's great. You know, if you do want to kind of experience Hawaii and maybe more than just the resort that you're staying at, it sounds like you have the opportunity to do that when you're at Aulani, which is great. So let's talk about accommodations. What types of rooms are available at Aulani?
They do have standard rooms, like standard hotel rooms. When we went last time, we had a standard hotel room. That's actually the room we stayed in last time. And that was a poolside view room overlooking the lazy river, which is great. It had 2 queen beds, a nice bathroom. And they also have larger hotel rooms as well. It's a DVC resort also, so you can get a villa there. They do have 1, 2, 3 bedroom villas and studios as well. So they do have a large range of accommodations to fit every family there.
That's awesome.
And I'm a DVC member, and we stayed DVC when we went. So they do have in the 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms, they have full kitchens. full laundry services. They have grills on the property, so you can have groceries and grill out. So you can make it as much of a home base as you want, or as much of a resort base like a hotel as you want. So,
yeah. And I will say, having stayed in some of the villa style Disney accommodations, I do love having those extra amenities like the kitchen and the in-room laundry.
Yeah.
The in-room laundry is kind of a game changer, honestly,
It
especially if you're
is.
traveling with kids. Like, we can go
Yeah.
through some laundry. And so it's nice to be able to not have to pack as much if you have the ability to wash things and all of that in your room. It's really great.
Definitely a bonus, especially when you're going to Hawaii. And a lot of people, when they
Yeah.
go to Hawaii, you might be doing multiple islands or might be doing
Right.
longer stays because it's a trek, it's a bit to get there. So
Yeah.
a lot of people, we stayed for 2 weeks because if we're going to go for a while. So
right.
It's nice to do laundry there.
Yeah, for sure.
And they also
not
have
come
different
home and have all the dirty clothes.
Exactly.
That is true. And they also have different views as well. They'll have the pool view room. We had a lazy river view room, which was pretty fun. And then they have garden views. And there's a nice little tip that a lot of travel agents know also is if the garden view rooms, you might think aren't great rooms, but you could get a really nice view of the luau and be able to watch the luau from garden view rooms, which is pretty cool. So every room there has some sort of, most of all the rooms there have a great view. They also have the ocean view rooms and as well.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You can pretty much see the ocean from a big majority of the rooms, just the way it's located and situated. So
yeah. And let's take a second and just appreciate that view. My goodness, that is like something off of a postcard. That's beautiful.
It is. And that's their infinity pool there. It's beautiful. So you
awesome.
Just sit there and it's amazing sunsets right there. It's awesome.
Yeah. So let's talk about food, because that is always one of our most popular topics in any of our groups when we do these videos is food. So what dining options are available at Aulani?
And some restaurants, it depends on if it's pre-COVID, after COVID. I know that things may be reopening, and that may be a little up in the air right now. But I know that Makakiki is open. And when I was there, it was a buffet, but I understand now it's like a prefix meal. And they do have character breakfast there every day. There's a poolside lounge called Off the Hook, which is like appetizers and sandwiches and things like that. The Olo room we ended up there almost every night with appetizers, sushi. They have live entertainment most nights, and it's just gorgeous to sit out in that courtyard setting. You really feel like you're in Hawaii and smell all the flowers and everything. And then there's numerous quick service options. The Ulu Cafe is like it's on the screen now. It's like your grab and go foods. There's a pool bar.
You get everything there. It's amazing in there.
The pool bar turns into a coffee bar in the morning. And then there's a snack shack for like chicken fingers for the kids and things like that. It's on the screen. There's a shaved ice stand and there's an ice cream stand. So there's a lot of options.
There's Dole Whip stand by the beach too. You can't miss the Dole Whip stand by the beach.
And there's a lot of options on property. The luau is on property also. We went and did the luau. It was really, really fun. And it's nice to be able to do it at your resort and just be able to walk back up to your room. So
absolutely.
And it's the only luau where Mickey and Minnie will make an appearance.
That's right.
I will say you cannot go to Aulani without getting Mickey ear shaved ice. Like that is, it's like a rite of passage at Aulani. So that's definitely one of the things you have to check out there.
Yeah. And of course, I mean, you have to have that Dole Whip too. Like you can't not have a Dole Whip.
And you can get it at another place on the island at the Dole Plantation. also in the area around there, there's a shuttle that will take you from the resorts to the Four Seasons, the Marriott, to the golf club, and to the shopping center across the street. It's also very walkable, but monkey pods, and I'm sure Nicole ate at monkey pods. Monkey pods is like, yes, it's so good. And you can actually make reservations for there on Open Table. And they have live entertainment. They have great flatbread pizzas. They have the best desserts. And it's all like it's a farm to table kind of restaurant. There's a pizza restaurant over there. There's a
Roy's is really
breakfast
good. Roy's
place
is there too.
And yeah, Roy's is at the golf club is really good. And I think it's Longini's at the Marriott is really good too. It's a great view. So there's no shortage of places to eat in the area.
That's good to know. So what about recreation? What recreation and relaxation options does Aulani offer?
So my kids really love the water slides. They have 2 water slides. They have a slower one and then one for the braver folks. So they have 2 water slides that are great. The lazy river is super fun as well, because you don't get a lot of resorts in Hawaii with lazy rivers. So my kids love the lazy river. And what was really fun is when we were on the lazy river, like you look up and that's where like Mickey, and the characters will stand and wave to you. And so it's pretty cool. Like you're going on the lazy river and there's Mickey, there's Moana. So that was really fun. They also have an interactive water play area for kids. So for the little kids, the splash pad and the like little water slide. So that's pretty cool. I will say if it's busy, they will get strict, which, as a parent of younger kids, you kind of appreciate that. You don't want the big kids tramping all over the little kids. So there is a height requirement on that. And then there is Rainbow Reef, which is awesome. That is almost like a big fish tank that you could snorkel in. So they do have other, you have to pay to snorkel there and you have to pay to feed the fish, but it's pretty cool. It's worth it. And if you're staying for more than a couple of days, it's worth it you could pay to for the whole time you're there. It's like a one set price, which isn't that expensive to pay for the whole time you're there, that you can have unlimited access to swimming in there, which is pretty cool. So those are a couple of the things for recreation. I'm sure I'm sort of forgetting some, Kristen.
There's my favorite thing that we did pretty much every day we were there was renting a cabana by the pool. So you don't have to worry about finding a chair and where your stuff is. The cabanas are wonderful. It is truly a bucket list kind of thing, but if you're going to go, it's the way to go. That of course there's the beach and everything that entails. I believe they still have paddleboard rentals and snorkeling. You can do your snorkel either in the little inlet or you can do it back at Rainbow Reef. The chairs and umbrellas on the beach are complimentary for Aulani guests, and I think they do boogie boards for the kids for Aulani guests. And then of course there's character experiences. So those pop up. There's a itinerary that you get every morning. And I think also now you can use an app and it'll tell you when the characters are, where they're going to be, when they're going to be. They have a pool party, Goofy's pool party, that it'll tell you what time that is. So it gives you all the information you'll need for the day and what all's going on. Ukulele lessons, hula lessons, all kinds of different stuff.
You can make your own Mickey ears.
Yeah, very
Hawaiian
cultural.
Mickey ears. They're pretty cool.
And the Menehune Trail is like a scavenger hunt around the property to find all the little menehunes, which are that's the Hawaiian word for little people, and supposedly they cause mischief on the island, and so you can go on a scavenger hunt looking for those, and it's really great family activity. it's fun. So.
And that's cool too, because every time you do it, you could do it more than once. And when you do it, you get different scavenger hunts. So that's pretty fun too. So like kids could do it multiple days and get different scavenger hunts and find different things. So it's really neat.
Yeah.
It's just the way Disney puts the magic into things.
There's a spa.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
You know, everybody loves the spa. They actually have family packages so the kids can be involved and you can do family time at the spa, or mom can go by herself. And then at night they have things like fire pit storytelling and stargazing and movies.
During COVID, I will say that is on hold right now.
Okay.
So the fire pit wasn't, I was there in November, but they have moved it to like doing different ways. Like now the uncle, which is, you know, in Hawaii, they all like adults, males are uncles and the aunts are aunties. He comes out and he, instead of doing it around the fire pit, because they don't want people gathering, if there's restrictions, he'll come out and like sing to the kids when they're like, and tell the stories when they're in the pool. And they'll like put things up onto the hotel. Like it's really neat. So they're still doing things, but they just have to do it a little different. But I know in normal times they were doing those fire pits, which is really neat. And they've just kind of changed it. So you still get that experience. It's just a little different right now.
And out in Aulani, you're far enough away from the light pollution of Honolulu and Waikiki and everything. So the stargazing, it's amazing. It's completely different than anything you're used to. So
that's awesome. So let's talk a little bit. You know, you guys have kind of mentioned a couple examples of Disney and how Disney does things, but how is the Disney difference incorporated into the Aulani experience?
It is truly, if I asked my daughter today what her favorite vacation was, it's always Aulani. And it was truly one of the most relaxing, but family, there was something for every one of us. It's truly family oriented time. And you get that, those little pops of Disney. It's not all in your face, but you get the little pops of Disney, and the service just can't be beat. It's what you expect from that Disney service, and they don't disappoint. So
I definitely think too that, and Nicole, it might have been you who, when we were talking about this at the beginning, you were talking about the storytelling element, and how, you know, Disney does storytelling so well. So, is that, you think, your favorite part of the Disney difference, or?
I definitely was. It was, the storytelling is kind of everywhere at that resort, which is pretty neat. It's like from the moment you walk in the lobby, they have just different artwork, and it's all ties into just the story of Hawaii. And they have, it's just amazing. So, and again, like how the uncle comes at night and tells the story of Hawaii and tells the legends of Hawaii. And the Menehune Trail is really cool because they, you know, it goes through, and while they're doing this, the kids are all learning about Hawaii and and the words of Hawaii and like the language of Hawaii and how important the earth is to Hawaii, to the Hawaii people. So it's just a really cool storytelling experience that they have throughout. Their luau is like that. Just everything is just amazing. And you know, when we go to Hawaii, we've gone to different resorts, and you don't get that storytelling at other resorts like you would get in Hawaii. So it's pretty magical there. Like just little things that you'll see, like the floor light up and like different ancient Hawaiian symbols and things like that. It's really cool.
That's awesome. So last question before we kind of wrap up for the evening, and that is, why book Aulani through a travel agent as opposed to just going online and booking it on the website?
I think I did tons and tons of research. Even as a travel agent, I did hours and hours and hours of research of where to eat, you know, where to rent a car, when to rent a car, where to go on the island, all of that. And because of that, I've already done all the research, so I can give the good tips and everything. And it's concierge level service, and it's free. So it's kind of a no-brainer. It's daunting to go somewhere like that, and you're going to be spending a lot of time and a lot of money, and you want to make the most of it. So
Yeah.
Especially now with everything with COVID, there's a lot when you go to Hawaii. It's traveling there. You have to take certain tests. You have to do things. There's different tricks that got us through the airport way quicker than people who didn't know those tricks that were stuck at. And we didn't wait for an hour and a half like some people did when they got to Oahu, because I knew what to do. So there's different things like that, especially now knowing where you need a COVID vaccine card to go, who needs to be vaccinated to eat where and when. So we know all of that information that you don't have to research, and you don't have to find out the hard way that you knew the wrong information. So definitely now more than ever, it is more important to use a travel agent, because we have all that information. We stay updated with it, and we know that. So and also when promos come out for Aulani, like one just came out now for up to 25% during certain times, we will get that information, but you don't have to do anything. We'll help save you that money if we can. So those are just a couple of reasons.
Definitely. And like Kristen mentioned, all of that concierge level service comes to you completely free. And the way that that's possible is that Disney builds the cost of a travel agent into every vacation package. So whether you book on your own online or you book through an agent, you're going to pay the same amount. So if you think about it, when you're booking your own vacation, really paying for the services of travel agent, you're just not receiving those. And so really it is the best value all around, for you to have that person in your corner to kind of help you with things, especially since, things change so quickly right now, in the world of COVID in terms of restrictions and everything like that that's required. So, that's the value, I think, of a travel advisor in your corner for sure. So I'm not seeing any comments that have come through while we're live, but just know that if you are watching our video later, because this will stay in this group forever, and you think of a question and we're not live anymore, not a problem at all. You can still drop that into the comments. We do monitor these videos, and we will still come back to that and answer those questions for you. Also, if you would like to get any more information from any of the agents that you heard from tonight, contact information, if you joined us a little bit late, is back at the beginning of the video. So definitely check that out. I think we do have a picture before we sign off of that Mickey shaved ice that Nicole was talking about. So, that would be, there we go. There it is.
You got to get it with the condensed milk and the ice cream. You have to. No other way.
That definitely looks
Nicole,
shareable.
you're a way
too.
better food picture taker than I am.
I try.
You're like, no one eat it
a lot. I like food a lot. Oh, my kids get so mad at me. I'm like, don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Yep. I feel your pain. Same way with my kids. Anytime we get like a Mickey premium bar, I'm like, wait, I need a picture of it in front of the castle. And they're like, I want to eat it. So yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us tonight for Sundays with MMT. Again, if you would like to get any information from any of the agents you heard from, feel free to drop us an email. Our planning services are always free when you book through us, and it is the same price to book through us as it is to book your own vacation directly on Disney's website. We also book everything from theme park vacations to cruises to all-inclusive resorts and beyond. So we hope you enjoyed watching with us tonight, and we hope to see you again soon for another episode of Sundays with MMT. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.